Manage and motivate. Manage and motivate. Aries is Wendy.
Thank you, Gordon. Before I start my speech, I want to ask how many of new members who just learned about Toastmaster? How many of you are, what is the first thing that came up in your mind when you think about Toastmaster?
Public speaking.
Public speaking. Thank you. Fellow members, honored guests, this is the common perception of Toastmaster. What you learn is a public speaking. But in reality, there's something else that you learn from Toastmaster. It's a leadership part. It is like a treasure that you can find out in Toastmaster. When the first time I came, the main reason I joined Toastmaster because I want to improve my public speaking skill. Because it was part of my job. I have to do a lot of presentation. Might as well become one of the Toastmasters. But once I get in, I found something better. Something that will impact my business, my life. It's the leadership. In the next few minutes, I'm going to talk three areas. I'm going to discuss three areas. The first one, I want to talk about the competent leadership. Second one, I want to dig deeper and explain to you guys what areas inside this competent leadership manual, and then the result at the end. When the first time you join Toastmaster, you will get two manuals. The first manual is the competent communicator. That's the part where you practice your public speaking. There are 10 speeches you have to do before you get the award. The next one is the competent leadership manual. Believe it or not, I didn't open this competent leadership until I did my second speech, because I figured the reason I joined, I want to learn public speaking. And then I opened the box that I got, the package that I got, saying that competent leadership. I start reading it a little bit, and then it interests me more. There's a lot of things you can learn from competent leadership. For you to find out more about this, you can get the book or read the book, or I will give you a snapshot of what it is and how it is going to beneficial you. I consider there are 10 areas in this manual, and I consider it as a 2 layers. The first layers is the one that you do here, all of them actually. Something that you become part of the meeting, become a grammarian, you become timer. And the first one is listening and leadership. Listening is the first thing that you have to learn as a good leader. Because if you are a leader, you have to listen actively. And that's when you're going to go to the next one, which is critical thinking. If you listen carefully, you can think more and get out of it more. In the first two, listening, you can be a speech evaluator, table topic speaker, accountant, and grammarian. Those are the sections that you can practice your listening skill. Critical thinking, speech evaluator, grammarian, and general evaluator. And the third one is giving a feedback. Giving a feedback is another crucial part as a good leader. The fourth one is a time management. The fifth one, planning and implementation. Those are the areas, the basic areas that you can learn in Toastmaster. Now, the second area. Some of them are something that you have to do outside the club. Organizing and delegating. You help and organize club contests, developing your facilitation skill, something that you can do inside the club, motivating people, mentoring, and team building. There's a lot of details in here that you can get from the book. But since I only have 5 to 7 minutes time, so I'm going to make it pretty quick, and I'm going to go jump to the result. Once you complete the CL manual, thank you, you will get a CL award.
Yeah.
And that's not the only thing that you can get from CL manual. The impact, my friend, the impact is better. The impact is even more powerful. If you're really doing it properly on those roles, you can be a better speaker as well as a good leader. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Harry.